Welcome everyone to another phenomenal live stream. Going big business now that our tiny little Linux distribution after 5 years live on YouTube, 25 years total, is finally amazing and just working. Let's earn some money, let's go big. And what is not the first step then these days? Selling it through the app stores. Yes, that's right. Let's bring T2 freaking amazing Linux not only to your PS3 and SG Octane or 202 or your RISC-V unmatched desktop. Let's bring it and import it to Microsoft's Subsystem for Windows. You might ask why, but not only do I sometimes need it myself, you recognized it already, extremely selfish here on our channel, but also help others at their daily work. Maybe, unfortunately, I heard many people not as free as ourselves, but forced to use Windows at work. And obviously they want a proper operating system and at times result to installing some of those strange default offerings. So let's see if someone actually will buy cloud optimized minimal stuff in the Microsoft Store. Let's first try it out. Of course we do this here live. I do this the first time. That is our more random live channel, right? If you're interested in more pre-edited stuff, we also have a more pre-edited channel. So I literally try this out here the first time. I only have here from years ago. This is obviously, I'm obviously like, oh, I hate this. You press your window switching stuff and you get this. That is obviously my T2 freaking Linux desktop live here, coming to you since 1998 or so. Latest edition, this is spicy, so that is running. That is obviously, I'm not insane and run Microsoft Windows on my desktop. And that's obviously a freaking T2 desktop. Latest and greatest, Wayland, Sway, QEMU. So that is running on a Ryzen 7950X here, should be that one. Obviously virtualized in QEMU KVM, streamed locally to via Spicy. Like obviously you run your Windows containerized, like unless of course you are failing business and run it, like if you're one of those last people who does not run, I mean I would run Windows not at all, but certainly containerized and virtualized. And anyway, if you are a business and looking for some stable containerized solutions, T2 Linux coming to you today. One more option. So yeah, so what we need to do that, I pre-tart that here. So I'm following their manual. So we will live follow Microsoft's amazing documentation here. Let's see if that works. For that, I tart that here together, right? I took the latest T2 build because they include that here with tar. So let's follow their documentation and see if it works. So example tar. So obtain a tar, so Microsoft Windows Subsystem for Linux. And you probably don't need to copy that, because if this successfully works, of course we will go after the money. And actually really, I'm not joking, it's not April 1st. We will, if this works, if it doesn't work today, it will work tomorrow or next weekend. And we will obviously put it into the Windows store for you to donate $1 or $2 and don't need to manually follow that here. So anyway, so download, provide a tar. So we downloaded that. I mean, you will get it in the App Store, right? But proof of concept, find the Linux distribution container to export an instance as a, so like tar file, amazing distribution method. But anyway, export the tar from a container. Okay, we don't need that. Import the tar into Windows Subsystem for Linux. And yet that is obviously misnamed, right? When they write this, they mean Linux Subsystem for Windows, but business people, they can't do English sentences or something. Importing T2 example. So open PowerShell and show you that you have a folder created where you'd like the distribution to be stored. So like this storage. Okay, let's create a folder. I guess here like mkdir_t2 directory. Why is this so strange? Let's check. mkdir. Why is this such a strange output? Is it a normal output? Apparently, okay, apparently that is normal. I don't use Windows, right? It's like I deleted DOS in 1996 or so. Anyway, whatever, permanently default output. So then import the stuff. So we have a tar. So unfortunately, I can't copy and paste here because maybe I should actually, can I copy and paste? I mean, maybe I could. I didn't try that until today. Again, I'm not a Windows user. I'm a professional T2 Linux user. Oh, I hate that this comes up. Import. I believe this was the tar, right? So that was, I also have some strange keyboard layout, which probably, why is it keyboard layout by the way? Or maybe that is actually, maybe we need, with German keyboard, maybe we need that. Okay, that is still behaving strange, but that might be, okay, that is at the right place. Hey, okay, that works, amazing, except umlaut, but okay, somehow umlaut, I like, yeah, Windows Professional, not even umlaut works. Anyway, so, what's that, we hopefully would need that today. I somehow tarred that somewhere together. All right, I probably named it. Why is this also behaving so strange? Oh. All right, actually, I'm at the, it's my fault. Fault is, the bug is in Windows keyboard. Where did I thought I SCP'd that. Here, T2 Windows Subsystem for Linux. tar. So what else did we need? Import mkdir, import where to store and the tar. Where do we place the name? All right, maybe the name is just a directory. I have no idea. What did they do here? Ubuntu CentOS Debian. Import. Here. Wait. Import. Here. Sorry. Okay, the first is the name. Import T2. Let's see if they can relative directories. Let's see if that does something. Unspecified error. Okay, that went well. Okay, what did we do wrong? They have here, okay, they have, I mean, Microsoft examples, right? Okay, they have here absolute path. Maybe we need that, who knows? Maybe we do. Okay, they have a relative path here, similar to I. Okay, let's see. Colon, backslash, totally amazing path stuff. Users. I believe I used that, didn't I? Unspecified error. No, that is going well. Do we have enough? What is free space? What is my free space? Do I have enough free space on this VM? We have. Okay, maybe we don't have enough space free. No, that is going well. Where is all my space going? Oh, that is amazing preparement. What can we delete? Where is all my space gone? Okay, that could be an issue. That's going well. I mean, we could delete this legacy Ubuntu. How would we do that? I mean, we could uninstall Visual Studio. We could also just resize it. So, shit. Do we have here some oversized logs? Okay, maybe I quickly pause the stream and find more space. Worst case, I mean, I have here some 60 gigabyte of storage, but this is a throwaway VM that I used previously. Just not sure why. I mean, we can. I just don't think this will give us that much space. Yeah, Windows and macOS, everything becomes supersized. That's surely. I mean, do we have here some overlarged? Okay, they're not that large. Nothing like some USB captures. Okay, let me find some space. That is, of course, I didn't expect that stuff needed that much space. Could also deinstall Visual Studio on this one. Software. There was a Windows Software Development Kit. I always hate to find this stuff on Windows. Some of this is all strangely add and remove programs. The problem is, can we also sort by size here? Sort by size. software development kit. The problem is if we don't that we just uninstall stuff and then that's just why is March of Empires War? Is this installed? Because I didn't install it. Really, I never launched it. Why is that there? Is that installed or what? What the heck? Where is it coming from? It's not even an idea. What even is that? What is that doing on... what? The question is, I mean, I don't need to deinstall all the scanner drivers anyway. So yeah, let me, worst case, I resize the VM. That is, of course, is Netflix seriously freaking installed or what? Do they install this by default or what the heck? They seriously did pre-install Netflix? I have not chosen that. I didn't install it. I literally only use it to, reverse engineer scanner drivers. There's even a freaking Twitter app. I mean, that is tiny though for some strange reason. Probably just some, I mean, they are so tiny, they're obviously just some web thing. Okay, actually, okay, I actually tried to, maybe this game came from AMD, theoretically with the Ryzen CPU, I theoretically got some game or so. But the problem is I couldn't activate my bloody software download thing because, I mean, you buy a CPU that was maybe the 3950X or something, many years ago, maybe in 2019, whatever CPU that was, and you need to run some AMD product verification tool. I tried to run, I mean, obviously I have no native Windows installed anywhere. I tried to run AMD's product verification tool with as much native QEMU path as possible, and I still couldn't unlock my free game. Maybe the bloody game was a free game that came here with the AMD stuff, which, by the way, I could uninstall. AMD product verification tool that unknown publisher. Huh. Apparently AMD is an unknown publisher. Code signatures and stuff, amazing stuff. Anyway, let's so it's obviously not cutting it. Let's pause the stream slightly as usual. Amazing preparations here. We have so many people tuning in. You probably want to watch me. I mean, resizing the VM should be easy. This might be QEMU QCOV. Subsystem for Linux, which QCOV here. I mean, 55 freaking gigabyte is... How much crap can you have in your Windows VM? I'm shocked. I did not expect this to be that full. That is, I mean, also this error code should be like, where is my freaking? Okay, let me clean up my Windows and see you in a. You can also watch me while I quickly. By the way, maybe I should make this quickly deinstall a couple of reverse engineered scanner drivers. It's like here, the future is no package, remove, delete stuff, but nah. Welcome, installation, uninstall, automatic, whatever. Is Windows be like it is 1996 or 1992? Amazing. So someone says I could just, some clever Windows user says, or he could just remove a certain folder with educational pictures and videos. Then tell me, Anonymous, which folder that is, because I did not use Windows since 1995 except to reverse engineer some shit. So yeah, tell me where the folder is and I don't need to Google it. Because the problem is the last time I remember that resizing the storage, I resized this once. Obviously I cloned this VM from my reverse engineering VM with Linux copy reflink always, like you would do. On my backdrive file system, and could also uninstall itch. But how much do I have here? It's still not freaking enough, obviously. That's not the biggest things here anyway. Hey, there's some VPN client I didn't ask for. Somehow sneaked in there. So yeah, tell me where this educational empty trash on the desktop. Oh, that is a good thing to do. Empty recycling bin. 32 icons. Did it not say 32? 32 with subfolders. Oh, that was a good idea. So I guess we're getting there. Here, virtual scanner link, some more random Windows stuff. Catastrophic failure? Are you freaking kidding me? An installation support file could not be installed. I wanted to freaking uninstall it. But hey, catastrophic failure. Thank God we're not running a nuclear power plant here with this outstanding Windows software quality. Linux DAO user tries to free some space. So yeah, the last time it was somehow a pain to, I remember, like obviously in QEMU resizing is instant. I mean, even to find it, I think I had to Google it. I clicked probably for 10 minutes in some storage settings. I couldn't find the bloody resize stuff. And in the end, I had to Google where even to find the storage stuff to resize this. Some of this didn't the most instantly work. Setup successful. Good. How much space do we have now? So, did anyone tell me where the bloody video folder is? Hey, 5.67 gigabyte. We're getting there. So that is nearly enough. The question, of course, is that the error? It could also be that I need to activate some. Where's even some feature activation? Wir haben gar keine Drucker mehr. Wir sind total papierlos. Nee, wir sind papierlos. Wir sind voll digital.
Okay, danke vielmals für die Aufmerksamkeit.
Ja, Sie können uns dann aus der Datenbank streichen.
Okay, danke schön.
Ja, bitte. Ja, schönen Tag auch. There's people who call like spam caller. When your follower tells you suspected spam caller, we don't have freaking printers anymore. We scan each paper and then throw it away. We call it paperless. So don't try to sell us toner or ink. And don't try to sell us Windows stuff. So does that work? Unspecified error. Also, hey Windows, Microsoft, can you maybe specify your errors if they are catastrophic failures? So okay, let me quickly Google. Where the example video. It's also the same stuff for macOS, right? Why is macOS so huge? Because it has dynamic login screens, dynamic wallpapers, and other videos and educational. Yeah. The thing is also okay. Set page. What? Also set page file. What is? What is? I think it's used. Maybe run PowerShell administrator mode. Okay, maybe that is a good tip. PowerShell runs administrator. Yes, please. Give me full freaking access. Can we copy that somehow? Does Windows in this day and age copy? Probably not Control C, would it be? Probably not. Let's try that. Does it have that like edit? Copy is enter? What the heck? Oh, so that's the wrong directory. What is it? Let's try. Does it just work? Oh, that just works. Okay, that is going as well as you would expect from Windows. Like you try to use Windows, like Linux professional developer tries to use Windows. Let's free some more space and maybe we should actually check where is this bloody features thing. So somewhere where was maybe in settings? There was somewhere was it apps and features? Use developer features? Maybe we need to add an optional feature. So some installed features. Installed features. What was it? Okay, that's amazing features. Step recorder. Kidding me? Windows fax and scan. So somewhere was also by the way, here's some storage. Would it allow resizing here? Actually, would it tell me where? Hey, temporary files. Can we maybe? Hey, DirectX shaders. What is here the most? Windows Update Cleanup. update left there 2.8 gigabytes or what? Ah, there's remove files just on the top. Yeah, Windows where you need to manually remove your update cleanup every now and then. Does this even do something? Purging Windows update. Amazing. The future is now. Can we operate other stuff while that is running? Show more categories. What else do we? System and reserved. System files, virtual memory, hibernation files. We don't need an hibernation file. Where can we disable that? So somewhere I thought somewhere enabled. Wait, there was system components. Okay, this is complete junk here. Phone link? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's going well. And that's obviously why you don't want to try this at home. But if I package this, then go to the App Store and purchase it there in some days. Exactly, be a smart business and don't waste your time trying to operate Windows yourself. Hey, now we have 625 gigs free. Does this not change that? This runs really long. I mean, are this passes right? Okay, this pass is right. Is this pass correct? It's also correct. Okay, that's going super well, just you would expect. What is right here? Open PowerShell and I mean, they don't even write here, do it at admin user, right? Once you have a tar file ready, yes, I have, thank you. That was instant, like that took 10 seconds. You can import it using, you can import except when it's critical errors. There's somewhere to switch some other, okay, that is only exporting the tar from a container. I want actually, there's somewhere enable, you can use any, yada yada. You must have that enabled. Enabled with Linux distribution installed running. You must have Docker desktop for Windows installed with the engine enabled for updates on the terms. What do I need to have Docker desktop for Windows installed? Enable Windows Subsystem for Linux. Okay. First, you must enable Windows Subsystem for Linux optional feature by installing any Linux distribution on Windows. Open as administrator, right click, did that. So, yeah, you want me to type the shit or what? I mean, okay, maybe, you know what, I should be more clever and accept not using it. We should maybe, also if this unspecified error is you have not the shit enabled, then maybe print that. Also, this is not Windows 11 because obviously I'm not updating Windows for this stuff. Is this that one here? Simplified setup. The problem is I usually don't use copy and paste between this. You would... where is even the freaking same... Yeah, I mean, here is PowerShell, enter. Okay, that's probably outdated, isn't it? Okay, let's try that first. Just need to, is this right? I mean, the command is there, right? It shouldn't be that not installed if... This didn't do something. Are you kidding me? Install list online. I mean, the command is there. Maybe set default version by upgrade version from. I mean, it shouldn't be not that unenabled if. Please enable Machine platform Windows features and enable virtualization is enabled in the BIOS. Ah, darn, do I run this with nested virtualization? Ah, shit, I need nested virtualization, huh? RDU. Right. Good. How to enable that? Also, let's probably... Good that Alexander von Graf implemented nested virtualization some decade ago. Like on Linux, you just go to proc on this, but here you enable virtual machine platform. You need to... Oh, I hate this bloody tip sheet. Windows key R, and is this even some official help, or is it, what is it even? It looks so strange here, everything. Windows. The problem is that, okay, that is run app this CPL. Oh, that really is something. Okay, right, did I? Okay, we have been here. Windows, in the program and features window, select turn Windows features. Ah, right, this is what I meant. This is what I've seen some years ago. Maybe we need that, huh? And what else? Scroll to Hyper-V and checkbox. Okay, restart. Okay, Hyper-V, amazing. The question is only applying changes. People, at least on Windows, on Linux, all the stuff is discoverable, right? On Windows, you need to always Google all the shit. The question is, KVM nested virtualization. For SVM. It's maybe just in the CPU features plus SVM or so. Applying changes too. Yeah. Totally snappy. Use Windows, they said. The thing is, I press here the Windows key. All this is also super annoying, right? This thing is always coming up for my Wayland screen switching. Right? Okay, KVM Intel. Okay, we have AMD, SVM, AMD. Oh, this one's nested one. Activates the nesting feature. Darn, maybe we need to cat this module. AMD KV. Do we not have? What is the name? Is it not? KVM. Did I use something else? Nested is on. Okay, so nested is on by default. At least in my configuration here for some reason. So we only need maybe. If Windows, like, how can this apply this change so long? What does it even do? Download shit. By the way, like, instead of like pro tip, except I personally find all this Windows stuff rather convoluted. Decades of grown maze of hard to find stuff. Some stuff here, some stuff there, some stuff hidden on the right, some stuff hidden on context menu on the left. All strangely named, like run whatever here of appvis CPL. Like, yeah, you had me at run appvis CPL. Does it also do something? My recurring grief is Windows. Stuff takes forever and you don't even know if it does something. Maybe we pause the stream as usual, waiting for these changes to apply, because it is obviously the Windows experience in 2024. Would also be another pro tip. Like, I really wonder why those Windows developers in Redmond there, why don't they add here some status stuff? Like, why is here not some, at least on macOS, at least sometimes, in installer. Like, why is here not show freaking details, right? That a professional would know, is it hanging, is it not hanging, is it doing something? Maybe we could download CPU set and check if maybe it shows a feature bit. At least I would hope so. I guess I don't have that, because usually I don't need that. No, just give me the freaking download just to... Yes, run it already. Yes, whatever. Just give me the freaking program. Oh wait, we did this twice, shit. Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, this applying changes also is doing super well for some reason. Yes, do it already. Ryzen 1750X is apparently not enough to snappily run Windows. Where is even the CPU set thing, you know? Is it somewhere? That's going well. Okay, let me wait for this virtual machine stuff to somehow recover whatever it's currently applying, and we will continue this live stream. I mean, obviously I don't need to live stream waiting 30 minutes of whatever amazing changes Windows applies, maybe downloads, who knows what, the usual mystery that is Windows. Actually here we are not the most download, right, but see you in some minutes, however long it takes. So like, you want to install your Linux in Windows, like all the Windows already. Amazing comments there, exactly what I always say. So awful mess, clicking 1,000 accept buttons and wants them to turn off Windows, like, yeah. Plus, of course, each time, hey, it did something. It did some instant performance measurement, amazing. So we have, where would as AMDV, so that should be enabled, right? Unless Hyper-V wants more. What is error code occurred during, no, whatever. I mean, obviously nowadays CPU set already tries to scan us, like, yeah, no, we launched it twice, amazing. Windows usability. So yeah, should be there. That is what I wanted to quickly check, whether AMD virtualization is there at all or not. I would need to check how I run it. Windows, I named this Windows Subsystem run. I run it with 4 cores. It is funny that I mean, yeah, that is a name. I mean, the name is 16 cores, but I only pass through 4 cores because it certainly should be enough for this test. Yeah, CPU host. So CPU host is apparently good enough, except for enabling Hyper-V. See you soon, hopefully, maybe. Computer science. But somewhere between computer science and rocket science, somehow it enables this feature. It's like, yeah. Preparing to configure Windows. It's like that. Also, Windows developers there at Redmond, pro tip, like if some shit is off or missing, please print out what exactly is missing and not like unexpected. What was it? One was unexpected and the other was critical. It's like, yeah. Also, always when I literally only boot Windows like once a year or sometimes twice a year for some reverse engineering fun. And like, obviously, as you would know, each time I boot this stuff, obviously virtual and QEMU, obviously each time it unasks downloads and Windows update stuff, right? I already disabled some stuff, like, I mean, obviously every 6 months, and then like you want to use it, and then it's like busy an hour installing like hundreds of bloody updates, like due. I only wanted to quickly reverse engineer some stuff. I didn't want to update all this Windows stuff. Anyway, configuring Windows features. It's like, how is it? People always trolling me in my comments here of like Linux so difficult and stuff. Like honestly, Windows is a little bit more difficult. So let's see which keyboard layout do we have. We have English. I think it should be that. Okay, so let's try that again. So should we do this with admin or not admin? PowerShell. I mean, they only say that for. Let's see what happens if we do this in the history. Hey, we have this in the history. Yay! The future is no. Let's see what happens. No is normal user. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Unspecified error. You know what? Fuck you, Microsoft, for like. How dare you could bring this DOS-based garbage operating system to the world and like bribe every business to freaking use it? It's like, how is this acceptable? Is it on? How to check that this? I mean, okay, let's. I mean, who knows what's wrong? Like 2024, you need to S-trace, X-trace, D-trace your bloody Windows stuff. Because, okay, we can leave it there for a minute. By the way, this shit we couldn't uninstall, right? Success failed. Anyway, we could try it once more as administrator. I don't have the highest hopes that this. Then we can delete other example videos and make more space. Hey, it has a reverse search. The future is no. I don't have the highest hopes that this works either, but let's see. You know what? Not only do I find all the Linux stuff more logical and easier to discover, at least the stuff usually also prints better error messages, right? Let me do some more research and try to, like, hey, we could also simply Google this install unspecified. It's already Google completing. That's fails with unspecified error. Let's see what Google has to say for that. So we're not the only ones, except freaking cookies. So what's going on? Try with quote should be okay. Your answer could be improved with additional support information. Please edit. This did not work for me. Print unspecified error for me. The solution was to update running the following command as administrator. Oh, okay. Let's try that. That sounds promising. Update web download, or what was it? Hey, it's downloading some Windows Subsystem for Linux. I mean, they have a typo there. Obviously, that is Linux Subsystem for Windows, but I don't know why they constantly mistype that. I don't think the quote stuff matters. I'm not even sure if the shell on Linux, the shell does not pass the quotes to the program, although I am very much aware that argument handling, even argument handling on Windows sucks. As far as I remember, you get all argument stuff as one argument if you are a Windows native application, I guess, and you need to pass that yourself. And maybe there probably is a Windows helper system for that. So yeah, somehow it was not fully installed, although I had Ubuntu installed. Maybe that was only version 1 and not new enough. Let's try that again as normal user. Hey, import in progress. Okay, if it doesn't work, run update web download, and then you even get a progress indicator. Amazing, the future is no. Import in progress, that can only probably take some minutes on a 4-core reduced epic thread wrapping Ryzen. We're getting there. And that is recurrently what I said in the beginning, that is why you want to go to the after this video in some days. Like basically if you watch this in the future, you probably don't want to mess with all this manually and then just purchase and support us with then hopefully soon available official minimal T2 container for the Linux subsystem for Windows straight off the App Store. Also professionals, other professionals would have their % indicator, right? They even had that for the download. Like, why does this not have a oh, they deleted the progress indicator there. They overwritten this. Yeah, we could, as usual, pause the stream slightly. Unspecified error. Error code efail. Cool. More unspecified errors. I mean, to be fair, it could run out of space with the tiny amount of space I have here. They don't have disk free, do they? Probably I need to go delete some more example videos and other accumulated craft. How much do we have free space here? Somewhere of, I mean, we have 6.45. I mean, the tar is, I was like, yeah, 2024. You do nearly nothing with your Windows, and you have like 6 GB free out of 50. It's like, yeah. Comments there. What font is it? So on Linux, I'm using Comic Code, of course, as already discussed in all the previous videos. Cannot someone please tell me where was, by the way, the problem is also always to find this nonsense, right? We had been in, was it here? Somewhere was this cleanup thing. Like even if you have been somewhere some minutes ago, if we want to do that again. Fixing low disk space, help from the web. Systems for Linux, cool. Maybe one is the old, one is the new. Also, we have some Xbox shit that I never asked. Anyway, that's of course, I was ranting so nice about all the garbage that I uninstalled here, but now that's not on video. This is just set all, I mean, as set as the error messages of unspecified error. That is, of course, totally professional. How much? 7 gigs. I mean, we could try with a smaller image. I mean, maybe it's failing. I mean, it's trying. We could simply, if it's a spacing, I just deleted the minimal build though. Or, oh wait, did I? Maybe I still have. Oh, I still have that actually. Okay, let's tar the minimal build. Tar create file. The tar for all normal files, not capital toolchain. Also create. That should be way smaller. No, way smaller. Minimal, only LVM clang and whatnot. But it's smaller. How did I previously... I think I SCP'd this from Ubuntu. Does it still work? Does it still work though? NTC users. Okay, let me just SCP 192. Wonder that it's not in the history. What keyboard layout do I have currently? Of course, somehow, why does it always boot with English? Probably you can configure that. Probably too much to ask. Oh no, I'm getting confused with all my keys here. Yeah, that is QEMU user network, maybe. Also not the worst throughput, but yeah, the future of Windows. The future of Windows is the Linux subsystem for Windows. Someone says clean manager. Okay, can I? Let's try that in a second. What is now? I'm getting confused with more. Windows versus Hyper versus Matter. Clean manager. Can you just? just clean up all this. It's not the most. Temporary internet files, shader cache. Is this one? Probably this one, huh? Did this... How to even operate it now? It still says 275. So I'm failing to enable this shit. So there is somehow still some more files to delete, I guess. Imagine how much stuff we would have managed in T2 Linux while we did that. So that, replace that, let's see what happens here now, import that. It's funny that it wants to import, hey, the operation completed successfully, so it was probably a size problem. Amazing. It would also be cool then if it would have said out of space. Okay, let's try to launch this stuff. I have no idea what happens then. I mean, obviously I'm doing it the first time, trying and erroring me through this amazing unspecified errors. So enable this stuff. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Is it? Wait, enable Subsystem Windows. Where are we? Was it Z1? Z1. So we finally imported it. So then import that imported to check the distributions. So WSL. Hey, another thing. Okay, legacy and T2. Amazing. We now have T2. We don't need legacy anymore. And then specify command like a default user. By default, when using import, you are always started as a root user. You can set up your own user account, but note that setup process will vary slightly based on each different. To set up a user account, be just important. I mean, I don't need a root user, it's fine basically. Where is launching it? Did we import distribution? Finally, here. Use this command to run newly imported. Damn it. What happens now? I have no idea. Did they do something? Finding out much. How to log in? To run your newly imported distribution. Why does nothing happen? Here, should this... wait, it should have... Okay, this probably doesn't start for some reason. Wait. No, are we running? No, wait, what have I done? What is... No, this is the wrong one. Maybe did I do that in the wrong... We did the prompt... wait, there's a prompt change, right? We are probably running. Hey, we're running. This is actually T2. I just didn't... I thought I get a new window, so this logged out. Okay, so this you get this just in the shell. Okay. So good. The question is then, so it probably starts. It's starting. It's their own kernel, right? So these are all binaries now. Linux, Windows, VM, 5.15, Microsoft standard stuff. That means we have our T2 sources here, which subversion up that. Alright, we probably want etc post install. We probably want some post installs. So that would be basically all, but no, that's good enough for now. So, and that is also, as I said, not only do I do this for the YouTube views, building this community and bring it to the App Store and actually finally earning some good money, hopefully through Microsoft's App Store advertising services. And obviously taking the burden. Obviously T2 is not only the best, most minimal high performance Linux, coming to ARM, everything between ARM and x86. And being small, minimal and stuff obviously makes it one of the best distributions for containers, and so Windows subsystems for Linux subsystem for Windows. Is that not amazing? And so the benefit for me is not ringing, because when I did reverse engineering, because some years ago when Windows subsystem for Linux was new and I enabled here this Ubuntu-based bash thing here, of course now I have the benefit of not having to use this 4-year-old or so stuff, but T2. Next we can, so it does support graphic stuff in the meantime. We can do that in a later video to bring that, but for me I mostly need the command line tools anyway. So let's see, what did it automatically mount here? So that is obviously the Windows subsystem for Linux Windows native stuff here. So they mount all the stuff for you. Some are also bin format MISC for some reason. That is all the stuff they auto mount. Actually, I wonder, does that work by default? Let's emerge xterm. So that is a minimal build, apparently without. So that's a little bit much. But here, is that not previously on this channel, homebrewing on Mac OS, BSD, NetBSD, OpenBSD and stuff, and Haiku, now homebrewing in Microsoft's Linux subsystem for Windows. Is that not amazing? If you would have told me in 1998, then in 2024 we will bring our Linux for your high reliable business Linux needs to Windows, I would have thought it's an April Fool's joke. But here we are. Certainly so much better than this old Ubuntu stuff I had here. So MNT, so they also somehow have mounted the Windows stuff to MNTCs. That is exactly, so this is not what we have done, that is just what the Microsoft Windows subsystem for Linux is automatically setting up here. Next we need to somehow, why does so minimal build, do I even have, so this is actually a UI list. It's absolutely crazy that in this day and age the minimal build is with it's already 3 point something gigabyte, and that's not even including X and Wayland and stuff. That is because GCC, LVM, Clang is just so large, plus Rust and Cargo. We can actually, let's see, this probably should all work. It's like, yeah, T2 configuration. Let's delete this for a second, and let's emerge like Lua just for test. That stuff works. Yeah, with T2 on your Windows, that's certainly the only way to undo your Windows. Make Windows great again with this simple T2 Linux trick. Next, obviously, graphic stuff, but that's not the most important for me, because what I usually need in Windows is rsync, VI, SED, and all the other protocol, USB protocol, dissecting tools and so on. I slightly wonder if xterm would just work. Why does this build that much? Try run. By the way, are we? I hope we are live. Not that I talk only. Yeah, this time we are live. Why does this build that much? Okay, this obviously is not. That is also my mission here, to clean up the dependencies. Oh, so somehow I mistyped that. Why is this having so many crazy... Oh, this is not even the latest. Why do I not have a latest? It's like, yeah, of course I've done things like this since years already. Otherwise, 2024, you run everything virtualized, right? One workspace macOS, one workspace Windows, and of course your desktop Linux T2. Let's quickly, all right, I actually broke, oh, yes, the same spice port, that is very clever. Port 5901. Minimal, I deleted that. Basically 36. Oh, I should check the comments now that we finally got this running. Nothing like yet another virtual machine. CD-ROM, I have that somewhere here. Need to quickly reinstall it because I previously messed it up with, oh, it's also doesn't take long. Reinstalling T2, just 2 minutes away or so. Just wipe everything. Install it already. And let's take a look at the comments. Good uninstaller is Beacon uninstaller. Expect to reach the first 1 million downloads after adding it. When do you expect to reach the first 1 million downloads? That will, I mean, if it's, the thing is, if it's, this is the kind of stuff that being at the right time, at the right place or so, maybe we're a little bit late. Maybe we should have done that 4 years ago when it was new, but better late than never. And if it's the smallest download and like the best working download and stuff, because small and snappy and so on, then you can always have random overnight success, right? Like try and see what sticks, right? And have some YouTube videos. And even I'm selfish. If just I have the best Linux container for myself, that's already good enough for me. That's all I need. If you have an amazing container, then for you that is a win-win. And maybe even my friends at Microsoft will start using it if they need some professional operating system at work. So I quickly wanted to install, so I did also install T2 here to have Xterm, to update Xterm, because I mean we quickly, actually we can do this here, because clearly that is some random thing here for strange, maybe just had some, because it clearly doesn't need all of this stuff here. And this is the usual win-win of, oh, there's so much stuff coming. This is why I quickly wanted to also improve the cache here. Question there from Ian, is this so you can use T2 Linux in the Windows subsystem for Linux container? Yes, of course, for me and you, coming here from Berlin with love, that you finally, that I don't have to continue downloading Ubuntu and you don't need to continue downloading Ubuntu and have the most optimized, snappy, minimal. Maybe I can squeeze it further down. Maybe another win-win, not only actually I should build this, 4 spin utils. And on the way, the more we test, the more we improve not to have unspecified and critical errors like Microsoft and their Windows driver delivering companies. And also making T2 better, right? Each time the more I emerge this stuff myself and install and rinse, repeat, the more I find even performance and correctness marginalities in our Linux distribution, right? The last year I spent so much time improving the cache dependencies experience and only then having a minimal build, because I didn't realize it previously, because I never had to build Xterm because it's part of our base image. Nothing like 2024 noticing live on your own YouTube live stream that your cached Xterm dependencies are not the most accurate. Funny, Ian, I always, sorry with names. I know that some people in Scotland and stuff, it's Ian, right? Ian, Ian. Sorry for, do you want the Scottish? Ian, Ian. So many English dialects stuff. Sorry. So there, Windows 10 looks up hard when opening X11 application on Windows desktop. That is, sorry to use it. Let's see, what does the Gentoo stuff add here for... obviously you don't want to import a Gentoo stage file. Obviously you want to go to the store and donate a $2T2. The question is, so graphical stuff, what do they need? RM? Graphical can run. Let's, okay, binutils. I only built binutils to cache the correct times. And all right, this re-emerge force xterm. Guess I built some stuff. So all of this extra efforts is just to update the xterm cache to accurate, to improve accuracy. And then it's probably time to go for another late lunch. I hope you found this interesting and learned something, including that Windows errors are unspecified and critical, and that, in my opinion, Windows is so much more a mess than Linux. But leave me in the comments below, what are your Windows and Linux experiences? While this is quickly emerging, we can take a quick look at the other comments, starting from, hey, and so many people tuning in. That is amazing. Certainly it shows that we built an increasingly amazing YouTube community. And why are you going with Windows instead of bare metal? Just for fun. I'm not going with Windows. I'm not running Windows bare metal. As I said, I'm not crazy, right? I'm running Windows in QEMU. I'm not even running Windows in a virtual machine on my desktop. I'm running Windows there at the other end of the office on a Ryzen 7950X. I'm live streaming from a Steam Deck running T2 Linux. So no, I don't want Windows natively. Of course not. Go away with your Windows stuff from the devil. It's like, of course not. I do that to for big business, right? If people need Linux on their Windows machines, then certainly they should go to the #1 supplier of Linux systems, which obviously is us. Let's update the cache file, and maybe then I, of course, usually do this systematically, but right now I'm only interested in that. So I'm doing this for money, right? And having T2 on my reverse engineering Windows desktop. Virtual, obviously, to have virtual Linux on my virtual Windows subsystem for Linux. So cache, oops, best without typo. Did I say typo? This is strange. Why does this really have all this stuff in there? Oh, this is as expected. Shit, this is just some man. Okay, this is not that, but why is the other stuff? Okay, so this is random. Need to work on that. What is with what other all-including stuff do we? Actually, not that much. The other stuff is coming from somewhere else. So that is that. And so then let's maybe add a node that we need a global solution for that. It can't be that we randomly depend on first created directories. Why is it's setting actually, so somehow it brings us up with ENUS. I think that Microsoft Subsystem for funny that this checks for update now. Previously it had unspecified error and now it checks. Ah, wait, what? Did I run this wrong now? Oh shit, I know. Ah, sorry, this was... Ah, this somehow doesn't... Why does this not save that in the history? Yeah, it's... So Microsoft is presetting that for us, and that is, of course... So it's not running our etc profile for some reason. Why is this still ENUS? Ah, maybe because it's set already. Okay, we can work around this, so the problem is that this does not match our configuration, which was maybe none, okay. Maybe that is why we're not overwriting it. Because usually we want that. I mean, I want that. Does this set that? This sets that, okay. So let's see, where is the crazy depths coming from? Something is... How to scroll in this shit terminal? Why does this whine here about bitrate? 0 frames. So half bus Cairo, okay, that sources here really everything. Mit wem spreche ich?
Firma Ergonomik, Schäfermann.
Ja, wo haben Sie denn unsere Nummer her? Wir wollen eigentlich nicht jeden Tag angerufen werden und Toner und Handballenauflagen kaufen.
Zum ersten Mal an.
Ja, wir wollen gar nicht angerufen werden. Ja. Gut, wir brauchen keine Handballenauflagen. Bitte rufen Sie uns nicht mehr an. Danke. Am besten löschen Sie diese Nummer. Schönen Tag noch. Why people freaking even with private suppressed call ID number? What is wrong with all those people? As if we want to mass sell bloody... Ridiculous. Please don't call people. Please don't spam people, man. That is so uncool. Okay, libxpm somehow has here GTK. That is certainly not... It's like, yeah, if you install some minimal thing and the first time see all those outdated dependencies, then it's like ridiculous. GTK, what was it, lib? You know, also without number. Without number, I thought maybe it's my parents or some neighbor and stuff. It's like, if you spam people, at least use a freaking caller ID. Normally, I would not even have picked it up if, whatever. Should be forbidden to call without freaking caller ID. Here's also some more stuff. So, okay, okay, this is probably somewhat option dependency. But, so yeah, optimizing T2 dependency stuff for your native Linux installation, even when on Subsystem for Windows. Where even was it? There somewhere was... Here, right, libxpm. Right, it's XO. And xorg, what do xpm. So do I have, no, it's D. So that was, what was it, 1GTK, wherever that came from. How long? Okay, that's not even that. Let's see if more xorg stuff has exhausted. Somehow looks all unreasonable. So this is still freaking a lot. I mean, some stuff here, you need Perl, you need... Do we not have that in the build? I mean, it's a minimal build, right? I mean, the crazy thing is if you have a minimal build and then want to build from source quite some stuff, then you quite quickly need Perl and Python. And that, of course, is already... you know what? Then the... Okay, at 8 threads. I mean, okay, not everything. I mean, we have very non-threaded configure runs. So it's probably not the worst thing there. Does it make halfway sense what we... I mean, yeah, I mean, that's... Windows DLL hell. It's like, yeah, Linux dependency hell. I mean, yeah, for X11 you need quite some stuff. That is the nature of this modular. But we're also testing a minimal build, right? So that's here win-win-win of win-win, not only improving dependencies, but also testing that our minimal build is somewhat usable to work with. Actually, it's still emerging GDK for some reason. All right, somehow the scrolling here, the scrolling is also really from another failing world. Where is... Probably if you want to really... Okay, shared MIME info is also... It is probably... So for now I tune this manually. Of course, that is not the long-term viable solution to constantly tune this manually, but the point, as I said, as is also not the super most recent. The point is, of course, improving it instantly. And then in the future, as I said just yesterday or so, it's still, I mean, it's no longer GTK in there, but still Pango. Pango might be another, it's like, yeah, scrolling. Oh, there was scrolling, shift. Yeah, so there's scrolling. Just try and error all your keys and you will find one. Yeah, whether all of this stuff does, I mean, if half path really needs... was it? Wait, all right, because it is a full build, okay. Anyway, that's basically it. It's basically working. And next, of course, you need to package that in some UVP thing. You can create your own customized Linux distribution, which obviously you don't need to do. I will do that for you. Package it as an UWP app that will behave exactly like a Windows subsystem for Linux distribution available in the Microsoft Store. And then we will see how much extra effort signing amazing end user publication contracts it will be to get that into the App Store. That's basically it for this video. I think we are mostly done. Although okay, we can pause the live stream shortly and see what happens when we start an extern, because it has here some X files created. So maybe that actually does. What is wrong with people today? At least that is. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, VIP customer actually called. I need to go meet some folks here next door of our IT business. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. The next thing documented live on this channel, the usual unspecified errors found, observed, and I hope you enjoyed this and learned something, especially not to use Windows and certainly go all native T2 Linux desktop here for this improved non-unspecified and no critical errors experience. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. If you watch this later, I hope by now then in some days, weeks or months it will be available as a single-click solution in your Microsoft Windows App Store. I hope you have a wonderful day and to see you soon.